Hello everyone, welcome back to another lesson. While watching these videos, please keep something to write with and your classwork books nearby. This will make it easier for you to take notes, write down interesting thoughts, and therefore have a better lesson. And perhaps, most importantly, although classes have been indefinitely suspended, learning never stops. Let's rock. Okay, welcome back. This is our second video about the Why Soap Works experiment. In this video, we will talk about a record sheet. On this kind of sheet, what we use it for is to keep all the information about our experiment. This will help you to organize your thoughts, your results, your findings, and your conclusion about the experiment. For this record sheet, I will give you an outline and you can follow it if you like, but you can also use your own. So here's what we should have. Test 1. What I think will happen when I put my finger in the bowl the first time. Do you remember what test 1 is? Do you have some notes about it? Test 1 is the bowl has the black pepper and you dip your finger without any soap on it. You dip your clean finger into the middle of the bowl and see what happens. Okay? So that's test 1. And then you write what you think will happen before you perform the experiment. Then, after you perform the experiment, that's when you should come to line 2. What actually happened? And here, below that sentence, you can record the results of what actually happened. If you like, you may wish to draw a picture or add a photograph here. So in this section, you can draw what happened, or you can use a picture and put it there as well. Okay? And then let's continue. So now we have test 2. Again, what I think will happen when I put soap on my finger and then put it into the bowl. So below this, you can write what you think will happen. I don't know what you think will happen, only you know, and that's for you to write down. And then, after you perform the experiment, then you can come to the second sentence. What actually happened? And below that, you can write down what you saw or what you observed when you actually put your finger with the soap on it into the bowl. And on this record sheet, we have one extra line. Why do you think this was? And therefore, below this, you can write down why you think what happened, what actually happened in test number 2. Why did it happen? Again, if you like, you may wish to draw a picture or add a photograph from your phone here. Okay, what I would suggest is now you pause this video because next I want to talk about the reasons why things happened the way that they did. However, I think it will be more interesting if you perform the experiment first and then watch the end of this video. But of course, it's up to you how to do it. Anyway, now we are going to talk about the explanation. In the experiment, the surface of the water represents the skin on our hands. The pepper represents harmful dirt and germs. We can call those microbes. So the pepper represents harmful dirt and germs that need to be washed away to keep us healthy. You don't want to be putting dirt and germs into your mouth, do you? That's going to get you sick. In the first test, the pepper shouldn't have moved much A little may become stuck to your finger, but it will have remained on the surface and represented the germs remaining on a hand. What does this mean? If you use water, many germs will actually still be on your hand, and therefore using water and water alone is not enough to clean your hands properly. In the second test, the pepper should have moved away from the soapy finger. This shows that the soap moved the dirt and germs away because the soap removes the oils found on your hands. Microbes stick to the oils on our hands, so we need soap to remove them. Without soap, the oils stay on our hands and the microbes find it easier to stick. So what this means is that if you really want your hands to be clean, water is not enough. You need the soap because the soap will take away the oils, and the oils are where the microbes, the germs and everything can stick easily. And therefore, if the oils wash away, the germs wash away, and then your hands are clean and you can, I don't know what you can do, but your hands will be clean. Okay, so we talked about a lot in these two videos. Let's try to recap and review some things really quickly. So just one simple question first. What is an experiment? Do you remember? So here are the options again from last time. Option number one, a written test at school. For example, an English test. Option number two, a spoken test at home. For example, if your mother asks, "Hey, why is your room messy?" Option 3, a scientific test to find something out. Option 4, a spoken test at school. For example, when you need to read something for your teacher. What is the definition of an experiment? Okay, time's up. The answer is option number 3. An experiment is a scientific test to find out what happens to someone or something in particular conditions. Therefore, in our test, what we were trying to find out is what will happen to the pepper on the surface of the water when you have your clean finger and when you have your finger with soap on it. Is there any difference to what happens? And the answer is, well, yes, there was a difference, right? Okay, and just one other question. What is a record sheet? What do you use it to do? Okay, a record sheet is used in an experiment to collect all the information, all the important information about the experiment. For example, what tests did you perform? What did you think would happen? What actually happened? And then maybe you can compare different results. So test 1, blah 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 happened. Test 2, blah 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 happened. And why did it happen? That's a record sheet, okay? Excellent work today, my young scientists. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it was useful, and I hope you learned something. Remember, we don't have face-to-face classes these days, but learning never stops. Take care and see you next time. Goodbye.